So today we're going to learn how to do a breakout box digitally for your students that are at home for the end of the year to do something fun. So let's go to BreakoutEDU.com. That's the first thing we're going to do. When you come in here, you can log in or register if you don't have an account yet. And once you do that, you're going to click on the logo and it'll bring you to something that looks like this. So let's click on that logo. And that'll bring you to the platform page here to where we can search some of our resources. You can search by subject by going to any one of these. You can do elementary if you're in elementary, or if you have any of these other ones that you specifically want to look into. But if you're looking for something specific, you can go in and search your game here, or we can really break it down by going to our filter and clicking any of these options, and there are a ton. Then once you do that, you can click on search. Today I'm going to do it more by subject, and since I am working with elementary students, we're going to do elementary. Here I can break it down into subcategories for elementary. Let's do language. It's more of like a reading here. Has the most games too. So scroll through. Some of these you're going to see that they say digital here. Digital ones allow students to play right then and there with the clue that's on the screen. And then ones that say kits required, you have to have those physical locks. So you can take and push these digital ones with links for students to just start, and you're just ready to go. So if you just want to push one out, you don't want to worry about anything, just do that and your students can play immediately. Or what I'm going to talk to you today about is you can use Google Forms to help you adapt kit ones to feel more like a real breakout box. You'll also notice that many of them say locked. That's because you have to get a paid version to have access to these ones that have been created by other people. If you scroll through, you'll see one that doesn't say locked on there. These are the ones that we can access for free. I'm going to use one that I've already found called Benny's Lost Pillow. So now that I've found a breakout that I want to use, we're going to turn it into a Google Forms that you can check their completion for and even put a personal message at the end of the activity. So we're going to go to our drive and then we're going to create a forms. So I'm in my drive. I'm at a special folder to where I can easily find it. I'm going to go up to New, go to More, and then create a Google Forms. Let's give it a title here. We're going to call it Benny's Lost Pillow. And then hopefully up here when we click on it, it will title it for me up here and I don't have to retype anything. Now let's go into the theme and give it more of a feel of a nature to be similar to something that's more bear-like. Okay, so if I go up here, I can customize my theme. I can choose an image here. And this will bring me up to my themes here. So when you choose this image, it will also change the color scheme for you. I'm going to go over here maybe to travel, see if there's anything. This one kind of looks naturey, like it would be from, like a bear would live there. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to insert. Now it's going to change my theme for me. You can go in and you can change the colors of things. I kind of like this one. I can change the background here, and I kind of like that one. So X out, and now I have an image right here in my banner that makes it look nice, more like the theme I'm going for. And I also have a color scheme that does that as well. So now I want to go into this description. The description should be kind of like what is the story of the game, okay? So I'm going to go back to Benny's here, and let's go. We can find this story, and I can copy this story here. I can go over here to the description, and I can paste this on here. And now we have the story for Benny's Lost Pillow as well. We can go in and modify this if we want. So we can kind of make it look more like this here. And then I can go in and modify any of this text to add or take away anything to be more of what I would like it to be. I suggest you insert a picture below all of this to give your game some more visuals. I'm going to do this with like a Google search. So I can go over here and I can add an image. Let's go to Google image search, and I'm going to search for a bear because this is our bear here. Ooh, I like this one. I really like this one. Ooh, this one too. I can't decide. Let's go with this one. So click on your image and then click Insert. I can say this is Benny. Okay. Now I have my theme. I've got the title of it. I've got my story. And I've got a cool image that goes with my story as well. So now that we have a look, we need to get the locks going. So we can go back to the Breakout site and then find the lock combinations and then put them in your forms. So go back here. And our lock combinations are going to be right here. So we have a 3-digit lock, a 4-digit lock, an ABC lock, and then a directional lock. Now, since we don't have the physical ones, we're going to have to figure out how do we put this into your Google Forms to be or feel the same way. So let's go back to our forms. We're going to have a 3-digit, a 4-digit, and an ABC, and then a directional. So our first one here, we know that we're going to have a 3-digit lock. We can put in here 3-digit lock. We want to make sure this is set to short answer. Okay, we want to, for this one, it needs to be a number, and we need to have equal to. It's going to be that number. So what number is that? So if we go back to here, it's going to be 4, 4, and 6. So we want to set this number to 4, 4, 6. If they don't get it the first time, we can set up a custom error text, which pops up when they get it wrong. We can say, go to this clue, which at that point, then you can choose what clue for them to go to. And you state what that is, or you can be generic and just say, try again, or whatever else you want to put in here. I'm going to just put it as go to this clue, and then I would put in there what clue that is. We also need to make sure that this is required. The required means that they have to get this right to be able to move on or complete the game. Now we can go and add another one. So we know our 4-digit lock here is 1863. Okay, I can copy this one or duplicate it. Okay. And I can put on here, this one is a 4-digit lock. Again, short answer. It's going to be a number. I want it equal to this. I totally forgot what the code was. 1863. 1863. And if they get it wrong, I want them to go to whatever the new clue is. Go to this new clue. I want to make sure that it is required. Our next clue is going to be an alphabet clue or an ABC multi-lock of just letters. Okay, so we can't just go in and copy and paste this one. Okay, so we're going to create a new one. So let's add a question here. This one's going to be an ABC lock. We want to make sure that it's short answer. If it doesn't give you short answer, click here and select short answer. Okay. We're going to change this to text. We're going to say we want it to contain, and the code here is ACOR and in. Okay. If they mess it up, go to this clue for help. And I want to make a special note because being capitalized or not capitalized matters in this. And even if they get the letters right, if they don't follow these directions of doing either all caps or not all caps or having it exactly as you put it, then it will count it as wrong. So we're going to add a note here. Okay. And we're going to say needs to be in all capital letters. And don't forget to make sure that you make it required since we did a new one. Let's go back again. And since this is going to be a directional one, we're going to actually do these letters of D, D, L, D. Okay, so we need to reference that when we create our new one. So this one is a text, so we're going to copy this one again. This is going to be directional lock. all capital letters. Okay, and then we're going to make a little sub thing in here. We're going to say D equals down, U equals up. Okay, we're going to say L equals left, and we're going to say R equals right. We're going to change this to DD, and it was L. DDLD, and we can say what clue we want them to go to, and we will have our locks completely set up for this game. Now, if you are making up your own game, you can do clues however you want. That's the cool thing. So this one is based off one that's already made, so you don't have to make all the resources and stuff. But if you do make your own game without using a pre-made resource, you can do whatever type of lock that you want. You can make it letters, you can make it big long words, you can do any type of clue. It doesn't have to be a 3-digit or a 4-digit. You can just say, what is the word here? Or multiple words, or pretty much anything. The sky's the limit. So you can be a lot more creative with your locks if you're making your own game. Also, if you're making your own game, you can go in here and you can even add an image right before this or after it, and then so that they can reference the image above for that clue if you want. If you want them to do one clue before other clues in here, you can also go in and right here you can add a section. Okay, and if you add that section, that makes it to where you have to complete this part first before you can go on to that next section, and they will not see anything after that section break. So think about that if you're making your own. You can also think about, if you want to do a video, you can add a video here as a picture clue as well, and that would just be finding a video, find the video's URL, which is this up here. Paste that in once you find the video that you liked, click on it and select it, and it will import that YouTube video right here for them to watch that video before they answer this clue. So next, let's access the files that you're going to be given to your students as clues. So we're going to go back to the site, okay? And then you click on Access Game Resources, okay? And that will take you to wherever that person stored their resources. And then what you can do is you can double click on it. The resource will show up. And then all you have to do is download it. So we go up to here and we can download it. Now I'm going to modify this file because I don't want to give them the answers that are right here. Also, this person put where those clues are for each of those to help you when you are giving the students clues. It says go to this clue. That could be where you put one of these clues in there for them. So now I have it here. I can right click on it and open with preview. That will come up here. I know I want to get rid of page 1 here. And I know they don't need this one or this one right now. So I want to do pages 2 through 13. Okay, those are the clues that I want to give them. So we can go up here, click File and Print. We can say pages 2 to 13. Okay. And then we go down here and click Save as PDF. Okay. Okay, we could say Benny's Lost Pillow, student. Okay. I can choose where I want to save it to right here. I'm going to save it to my desktop is where I want to save it. And then I just click Save. Okay. So now I just go over here to my desktop And here is Benny's lost pillow. And now you will see when you open it, it doesn't have any of those teacher resources in there. Let's scroll all the way down to the bottom. And it cuts off that front and end piece that you don't want the students to see. So we're going to add this to our drive here. Okay. All you have to do is get your file, drag it in. Once that's finished uploading, we're going to go in here, right click or two finger click. We're going to click share. We want to get a shareable link. Now once this pops up, we're going to go here to more. And we're going to do anyone with the link. Otherwise, if a student isn't logged in, they won't be able to access it. So we're going to open it up to anybody with the link so that if they don't have a student Gmail, they can still play. So we're going to click save. We're going to copy this link. We're going to bring it back over to our activity here. We can even go into here, which is our description in our story, paste that, okay? And then we can put in here, here are the clues for the game. And now they copy and paste that and they're good to go. Now if you're making your own clues, you can create your own in maybe a Google Doc or slides or even drawings, or find a video that you want. You can put those into your drive like we just did with these clues for everyone to access, just like this as well. Make sure that you set any hints along the way to help with different obstacles that you think that others might have, or put your email to give out hints when families get stuck. So now let's do the ending. We're going to create a message at the end of this whole thing for your families. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into settings here. Okay, we're not going to collect email addresses. We're not going to restrict this to just people at Grandview C4 so that anybody can play at home with you guys. Okay. Our presentation at the end, if you want to let them play again right afterwards, you can. But here's your confirmation message. So once they've completed it and they've met all the requirements, they're met with a message. Now we can do a link if you want to, so we can copy and paste a link of maybe a video that you uploaded to YouTube, of you congratulating them of something that you made, an image that you have in your drive. If you want to do like a yay image, you put that in there and have them copy and paste that. But just put in something that is a quick message of encouragement at the very least. But if you want to go the extra mile, you can do those other things. So I can put, yay, you are amazing. Congratulations on completing this fun game. I always have triple exclamation marks. And then we can click save. Now you can send the link out to your students. So we can send, here's a link, shorten that one, go to here, and now we just do copy, and we can paste that in our Facebook, we can paste that in our Google Classroom, you can paste it just about anywhere, and then anybody that you send that to can play your Breakout Box that you made just for fun as a way to study or anything. But it's something that you can put out before the end of the year that's fun for your families to enjoy, that is possibly educational and fun to do, even though you couldn't do this in your classrooms because you know, we're not allowed back at school. I know this doesn't include all the hardware for it, but for what we have, I think it's close enough. So have fun. Make your own Breakout Box using Forms as your digital platform, and have fun.